Hey, welcome back. So we're going to do another little video right here. This is again on my AP Super Duper AP review stuff. This is from the AB test 2013, and this is a differential equation or separation of variables. Anytime you have solving differentials, separation of variables, these are the ones where you want to put your x's to one side and your y's to the other side. These are big on the AP. You definitely want to be able to do one of these. So let's consider the following differential equation. dy dx is e to the y times 3x squared minus 6x. And then they say let f of x, y equal to f of x, be a particular solution. If they say this, chances are at some point we're going to solve it. And we want to solve it, and they give us this initial condition right here. That's nice. So they're telling us that when x is 1, y is 0. That's nice. Now the first question is not so bad. They tell us to write the equation of a tangent line at 1, 0 and use the tangent line to approximate f of 1.2. So for part A, that's going to be really easy. We need a point. Oh, look, they gave it to us. And we need the slope. Well, the slope is just the derivative at our point. I could just really all nerd it up like here. Plugging it in, it goes e to the 0, 3 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1. They gave me the derivative. Remember, this is my slope finder right there. That's all a derivative does, is it finds a slope. So e to the 0 is 1 times, and this is just 3 minus 6, so we get negative 3. So our tangent line, y minus 0 equals negative 3, x minus 1. Do not simplify that. But now they want me to approximate f of 1.2. So now we're going to let x equal 1.2. And if we do that, we get y minus 0 equals negative 3, 1.2 minus 1. Y is negative 3 times 1.2 minus 1. You can leave it like this, that's okay. Or if you're like, hey, I need to simplify this, we get negative 3 times 0.2 or negative 0.6. This is probably about a 2 or 3 point question, maybe 1 point for here, 1 point for your tangent line, and then 1 point for your approximation on the AP. Very quick and easy to do. We like tangent lines. 3 points right there on a question where the national average is typically around 3 to 4 points. So we're already doing pretty good. Question 4, this is where it gets real. Now it says find the particular solution. Now they want me to solve for y, which means we have to undo this derivative. So I'm going to rewrite it. dy dx is, whoops, let me go ahead and rewrite over here, e to the y times 3x squared minus 6x. So now I want to solve for this y here. So to do that, I have to separate my variables. I'm going to bring over the e to the y, dy, and over here I'm going to be left with this 3x squared minus 6x dx. When I integrate this, though, I'm going to rewrite this as negative e to negative y dy. This way I don't want to make it natural log. Be careful. You're going to want to make everything natural log. We talked about that before. You can look at my other videos. The only time we use natural log is if the power on bottom is 1. And e to the x is never going to have that happen. So there we go. Make my go better. So using u substitution, u is negative y. du is negative dy. That's just telling me I'm going to have a negative, so we would get negative e to the negative y. Don't forget the antiderivative of e to the x is just e to the x. Equals, on the other side, we would get x cubed minus 3x squared plus c1. Don't forget the constant. If you don't have this, there's no credit. You need to have that. All right, I'm going to get rid of my negative here. So that's going to give me e to the negative y equals negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c2. I can write this as a minus c1, but it's just another constant. And right now, I'm going to get rid of my exponential by taking the natural log of both sides. Natural log of e to the negative y equals natural log of negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c2, which is going to give me negative y equals natural log negative x cubed plus 3x squared plus c2. And just get rid of that, make that a plus, and I make that a minus right here. So at this point, now I have to find C2. To get C2, I use my initial condition, which they told me again was 0, 1, and I can just plug it in. Let y be 0. We get negative natural log. We get negative 1 plus 3 plus C2. Let me double check that was my point. Yep. Okay. And we would get 0 equals negative natural log of, what's that going to become? 2 plus C2. Exponentiate. We get 1. I can just give that negative there, right? Just goes away. I get 1 equals, and this just becomes 2 plus C2, so therefore C2 equals negative 1. And now my answer becomes the following. Y equals negative natural log negative x cubed plus 3x squared minus 1, because my C, and there it is. There's my answer right there. All right. I got that done in 6 minutes. You guys should be able to do this in about 8 minutes. Slow down. Watch the video again if you need to. We'll do more tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you soon. Bye-bye.